To troubleshoot the electrical issue in the saltwater fish tank, firstly, confirm that the shock is actually coming from the fish tank water. Then inspect the power cords and outlets connected to the tank, including the pump heater and any other equipment. Make sure that all cords are undamaged and properly plugged in. If the power cords are not grounded, determine if the receptacles the equipment is plugged into are ground fault circuit interrupter protected. If not, install ground fault circuit interrupter receptacles or use ground fault circuit interrupter plugs. If the power cords are grounded, check that the ground wires are securely connected to the equipment and to the electrical system. Use a tick tracer to check for voltage in the water. Follow the manufacturer's instructions for proper use. If voltage is detected in the water, it indicates an electrical fault. The pump can be a potential source of electrical leakage. Inspect the pump for any damage, including cracks or leaks. Check that the pump is properly wired and that all electrical connections are secure. Stray voltage can occur in saltwater tanks due to the presence of certain metals or minerals. Use a voltometer to measure the voltage between different points in the water and between the water and the electrical system. Any voltage readings above 0 volts indicate stray voltage. If you are unable to resolve the issue safely or if you detect voltage in the water, contact a qualified electrician or electrical contractor to inspect the tank and electrical system. Always unplug the tank before performing any maintenance or repairs. Avoid touching the water with bare hands when the equipment is plugged in. Consider installing a grounding rod near the tank to provide a path for excess electrical current to discharge. The use of a tick tracer or voltometer requires proper training and safety precautions. If you are not comfortable performing electrical tests, consult a qualified professional. Electrical safety is paramount when dealing with aquariums. A saltwater aquarium can present unique challenges due to the conductivity of the water. A shock, even a small one, indicates a potentially dangerous situation that needs immediate attention. The first step is always to ensure the safety of anyone interacting with the tank. Unplug all equipment before beginning any inspection or maintenance. This eliminates the risk of further shocks and allows for safe assessment of the situation. Identifying the source of the shock is crucial. Start by visually inspecting all electrical cords and connections. Look for any signs of damage, such as frayed wires, cracks in the insulation, or corroded plugs. Even minor damage can create a pathway for electricity to leak into the water. Pay close attention to the equipment that is submerged in the tank, particularly the pump and heater. These are common sources of electrical leakage. Check the pump housing for cracks or leaks, and ensure that the heater is fully intact and not showing any signs of damage. Next, examine the electrical outlets and receptacles that the tank equipment is plugged into. Verify that they are properly wired and in good working condition. The use of ground fault circuit interrupter receptacles is highly recommended for all aquarium equipment. Ground fault circuit interrupters are designed to detect even small imbalances in electrical current and will quickly shut off the power to prevent shocks. If the existing receptacles are not ground fault circuit interrupter protected, consider installing ground fault circuit interrupter receptacles or using ground fault circuit interrupter plugs. This is a relatively simple and inexpensive way to significantly improve the safety of the aquarium setup. Grounding is another important aspect of electrical safety. Grounding provides a path for stray electrical current to safely return to the electrical panel, preventing it from passing through the water and causing shocks. If the power cords of the aquarium equipment are grounded, ensure that the ground wires are securely connected to the equipment and to the electrical system. If the power cords are not grounded, consider replacing them with grounded cords or consulting an electrician about adding grounding to the circuit. A tick tracer, also known as a non-contact voltage tester, can be a useful tool for detecting voltage in the water. Follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully when using a tick tracer. Hold the tip of the tracer near the water surface and observe whether it indicates the presence of voltage. If voltage is detected, it confirms that there is an electrical fault somewhere in the system. Keep in mind that a tick tracer is not a substitute for thorough inspection and testing. It is primarily a tool for quick assessment. Stray voltage is a common issue in saltwater aquariums. It is caused by the presence of dissolved salts and minerals in the water, which can create a conductive pathway for electricity. Stray voltage can also be introduced by faulty equipment or improper grounding. To check for stray voltage, use a voltometer to measure the voltage between different points in the water and between the water and the electrical system. Connect one lead of the voltometer to a known ground, such as a metal water pipe or the grounding terminal of an electrical outlet. Then, use the other lead to probe different areas of the water. Any voltage readings above 0 volts indicate stray voltage. Even small amounts of stray voltage can be harmful to fish and other aquatic life. If stray voltage is detected, it is important to identify and eliminate the source. This may involve replacing faulty equipment, improving grounding, or adding a grounding probe to the tank. A grounding probe is a metal rod that is submerged in the water and connected to the electrical ground. It provides a path for stray voltage to dissipate, reducing the risk of shocks and protecting aquatic life. Inspect the pump thoroughly, as it is a frequent culprit in electrical leakage. Look for any signs of damage, such as cracks or leaks in the housing. Check the wiring connections to ensure they are secure and properly insulated. If the pump is old or showing signs of wear, consider replacing it with a new one. When replacing any electrical equipment, always choose products that are specifically designed for aquarium use and that meet relevant safety standards. These products are typically designed to be more resistant to water damage and electrical leakage. Maintaining proper water chemistry is also important for preventing electrical issues. High levels of dissolved salts and minerals can increase the conductivity of the water, making it more susceptible to stray voltage. Regularly test the water and adjust the levels of salts and minerals as needed to maintain a healthy balance. In some cases, it may be necessary to consult a qualified electrician or electrical contractor to resolve the electrical issue safely. If you are not comfortable performing electrical tests or if you detect voltage in the water, it is best to seek professional help. An electrician can inspect the tank and electrical system, identify the source of the problem, and make the necessary repairs. They can also advise you on how to improve the safety of the aquarium setup. Always unplug the tank before performing any maintenance or repairs. This includes changing the water, cleaning the tank, or replacing any equipment. Never touch the water with bare hands when the equipment is plugged in. Even if you are wearing gloves, it is still best to unplug the tank as an extra precaution. Install a grounding rod near the tank to provide a path for excess electrical current to discharge. A grounding rod is a metal rod that is driven into the ground and connected to the electrical system. It provides a low resistance path for electrical current to flow in the event of a fault. This can help to prevent shocks and protect the equipment from damage. Note that the use of a tick tracer or voltometer requires proper training and safety precautions. These tools can be dangerous if used incorrectly. If you are not comfortable performing electrical tests, consult a qualified professional. Electrical issues in saltwater aquariums can be complex and potentially dangerous. By following these troubleshooting steps and taking appropriate safety precautions, you can identify and resolve the problem safely and protect yourself and your aquatic life from harm. Remember that prevention is always better than cure. By regularly inspecting and maintaining the aquarium equipment and electrical system, you can minimize the risk of electrical issues and ensure a safe and healthy environment for your fish. Always prioritize safety and seek professional help when needed.